Hi everyone, I'm in Hiroshima right now. I traveled down here yesterday with my friend Per, and we met at the hostel I stayed at in Tokyo. And we came down via the bullet train, which was really cool, very efficient. Travels 300 kilometers an hour, and you don't have all the hassle of getting on a plane or anything like that. And so when it took us 4 hours to travel from Tokyo to Hiroshima, and when you look at the distance on a map, it's quite impressive that you just go to the train station, buy your ticket. There's a train that goes every half an hour, and then you're all the way pretty much on the south coast of Japan 4 hours later. And it was by far the best 550 kilometers I've ever traveled in my life. No problems at all. Super comfortable seats. Anyways, yeah, we're in Hiroshima. So basically, the first thing we did was check out Ground Zero, which is it's called the A Dome, and it's a building that remained, managed to hold together fairly well, relatively well, because it was right under where the bomb was dropped, or right under where the bomb exploded. And so right in the center of this really nice city that's really developed, you have this kind of really old building that's kind of crumbling down, and it's there as a memorial and a reminder to what happened August 6th, 1945. And then so basically we rode a bicycle around the whole city, which really isn't too big, and it's really nice. The streets are super wide, really well designed for riding bicycles. And then we rode over to the museum, which is also really well done. They had survivors there of the blast in Hiroshima, showing people around, telling their stories. And they also had first-hand accounts by videos they had playing in the museum. Yeah, and a lot of really kind of disturbing stories, things I had never heard before. First-hand accounts. And I'm not gonna tell them all because they're kind of sad. I'm sure you can imagine. Basically, people were 70,000 people were killed instantly. They're basically seared by the heat, and the ones who didn't survive were really badly burned. And there's pictures. I think there's only 4 pictures of directly after the bomb hit, and people's skin are literally melting off their hands. And yeah, it was pretty terrible. Anyways, when I went out last night to a bar, and I'd met this one Japanese guy, and we started talking about it, and he said his dad survived the blast when it happened when he was 11, and but unfortunately his grandparents were outside in the yard when the bomb hit, and he was inside, and so his parents were killed, and he was inside, and he was just badly burned. And so at the age of 11 he was orphaned, and I think 15 years later he got stomach cancer from the radiation that he was exposed to during the blast. But he managed to I think they removed the cancer, and his dad, this Japanese guy's dad, was still alive, and he's 93 today. So it's really sad. It's pretty surreal to think that the first atomic bomb was dropped here. And I'll put up some pictures that I took at the museum. There's some pretty moving things of a replica model of the city before and after it was hit. There's only maybe 4 structures that are still standing in like a 2 kilometer radius, which is it's hard to fathom. Anyways, the city's great now. I would easily say that I like being here more than Tokyo. It has pretty much everything Tokyo has, except it's not so busy, friendlier, which Tokyo was really, really friendly. So, I mean, you can imagine being here. And yeah, I mean, I'm having fun. I've got our own place. We rented a room instead of staying in dorms, which would have been impossible in Tokyo, just based on the space limit. On our the last night we were in Tokyo, Per asked me if I wanted to go to this boxing class with him, so I said sure. And we ended up going to this rec center in the heart of Tokyo, which I guess is subsidized by the government of Japan or the government of Tokyo, because it costs 300 yen to get in, which is only about $3. And we had like this 4-person mixed martial arts class in this huge gym that was completely empty, brand new. We spent like an hour and a half there, fighting with these 2 Japanese guys, which was really fun. I've got some funny pictures I can put up. And yeah, so I haven't quite decided what I'm doing tomorrow or the next few days. There's so many things to do in Japan. Everyone I talk to tells me you have to do this and you have to do that. And you look on the map and they're all over the place. And I mean Japan's a lot more expensive than say somewhere like Thailand. So I don't want to spend too much time here because I know my dollar can go a lot further other places. But on the other hand, I'm here. I might as well, spend a little more time and do some things I may never have the chance to do again. So I'll get back to you with some cool stories. Take care. Bye.